I'm so glad I'm not new anymore. There's so many people out there just feeding misconceptions to take advantage of you. Yeah, let's just talk about one. This is truly one of the cruel areas of the market because when you are new, well, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what actual expectations are. You don't know how to necessarily define realistic. And that's normal, but that's why trading is difficult. That's why, I'm not gonna say you can't figure it out, but in many cases, it takes a whole lot of money to figure out because there's just a lot of misconceptions out there. And unfortunately, a lot of these misconceptions, the people doing it, they know very well what they're doing. But from a business perspective, they know that what they're doing is going to be very profitable. And because of that, at the end of the day, and like I said, you'll see in the image here, I blur out the screen because I'm not trying to start any drama or anything like that. But the point here is that because it's a good business maneuver, it's working for them. But they clearly don't really care that much about the people, because if they did, then they wouldn't be, implying, marketing such fallacies, such bits of, thought processes that don't really play out in, the realistic sense of, how the market works. Could you have the rare outliers where, oh wow, what a freak nature type thing? Yeah, of course. But in most cases, this sort of thought process forms in new people. So you have a newer person here. Well, just his name is new, or her name is new. And, the first steps that you get is you're just trying to figure out kind of the hows. How does the stock market work? How are things coming together? How can certain dynamics occur? And we'll take that a bit further. Okay, well, how do I get more money, right? That's kind of a very straightforward question. More so, how do I get more money if I have a small amount of money? A lot of people are younger and they're getting involved in trading the markets. That's great. The younger, the better. Some people are maybe a little bit later on in life, but they have families and they have other costs and expenses. So of course, they're not going to have a ton of money. Their amounts may be small, but they do want to learn how to make more money, but just with the small thing. I assure you, this is not some revolutionary discovery on my part. People that sell stuff, which I do, but so I don't want to throw people under the bus, but I think that I could also argue and prove that I'm also very upfront about the realities of the matter, as I'm going to be right here. But a lot of people understand these situations, so they're going to be focused on distorting, I should probably change colors, distorting the how. More specifically, the how do you make more money for people that have a smaller account? And here's a perfect example of just, how that it works and how it actually affects people. But in this situation, it was it was a breath of fresh air, because this person actually took my, feedback, took my constructive criticism, and it sounds like I opened up their eyes and kind of rearranged the how and the true reality of things. So let's get to this YouTube exchange. For a little context, this was in a video that I did about how you actually grow a small account. So this person says, how does getting a job help you grow a small trading account? The title is misleading. I reply back, the same way it being a job helps you grow a small savings account. This person comes back, the title is misleading because I landed here because I thought you were going to share how a small trading account would grow as a result of good trading and booking consistent profits, and not as a result of depositing new funds. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Somehow this person got the impression that, hey, you can take a small account and you can grow it, and you can grow it, and you can grow it with consistent profits and with, just consistent gains. But the fact of the matter, the reality of the matter, and trust me, from a business sense, this is very stupid, because if I was just yeah, you can do that, buy my course and I'll show you how. But I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you that growing a small account, while not impossible, is very, very unlikely. And you need to take other steps to even give yourself a chance at doing it. But even taking those steps, the odds are just against you. And that's just the way the market works. That's just the way math works. If you have $100 and you want to make $100, you need to what? You need to double your money. You need to make 100% return. If you have $1,000 and you want to make $100, well, hey, now you only need to make the 10% return. If you have $10,000 and you only want to make $100, now you only need 1%. That is why this whole small account thing, I get it. It pertains to a lot of people. In other words, there's a lot of demographics out there that these people can sell, these misconceptions to. But the fact of the matter is, small, it's going to be very, very difficult. But this person, for whatever reason, thought that the video I was, talking about was going to be, hey, do this and do that, and that'll grow your small trading account. And yeah, maybe that video, it wasn't misleading, because how do you grow your a small trading account? You put in more funds. You put in more funds. How do you do that? With a job. That's how you truly and more so systematically are going to grow a small trading account. But we'll get to that as I finish up this exchange. So I reply back, sounds like you assumed incorrectly. And with all due respect, sounds like you needed to hear this. If you think that you can take a few $100s and turn it into millions, you are sorely mistaken and being misled by others. They reply back, and this was the breath of fresh air, because I'm glad they took the feedback the way it was intended. Yup, got the wrong end of the stick. Maybe I have been hovering around fill in blank of some other guru out there videos too much. LOL, thanks. I replied back just laughing and saying, hey, kind of a I understand type thing. All I'll say is well done to you listening to your gut instincts. And that is my goal with this video, is here you have this thing, your gut, and you have gut instincts. And this person, the breath of fresh air, was them listening to it, because I guarantee you down and deep inside, you know that small account and then generating that to what these people are implying could potentially happen with it. You know that sounds too good to be true, but they know what they're doing. It's called selling the dream. It's called selling the possibility. It's called selling this, that, and the other. But from a realistic point of view, like I said, your gut here, you know that's just not quite how it works. And it's the age-old saying, if it sounds too good to be true, it is. And I'm well aware that, hey, you want to grow a small account, go get a job, learn how to put together a budget so you can keep putting more and more money into that account so it grows to a more manageable amount. I get it. That doesn't sound very good. That doesn't sound very quick. That doesn't sound very pleasant. But that's the truth of the matter. That is how you go about things. So remember that. You got to be very careful when you get started. And you gotta, and I get it. Well, I don't know. Have I been misled in other ways? Do I have other false misconceptions? Maybe, maybe not. That's the sticky territory. But that's why you need to find yourself a good mentor and somebody that can guide you, that you believe you can trust. Ideally, hopefully that's me. If not, I get it. I'm not offended. My goal here is to just make you aware of the many misconceptions that people intentionally portray in order to get their business, and how these misconceptions are going to lead you astray. Because if you're trying to grow a small account, yeah, you may hit a couple trades here, but just with the way the human mind works and human psychology, odds are vastly leveraged against you. And the best way to go about it is in the grinding fashion, where yeah, trade ticker symbol JOB. That is how you're going to grow a small trading account. If you are out there trading alone currently and maybe are in the market looking for a community to join to assist you in your trading, or to just help you, give you another set of eyeballs, then I do have a private trading community where you can trade alongside me and other experienced traders. So what you see popping up on the screen right now is both an information link. So if you click on the inner circle one, that is going to take you to the page where I explain all the details of what exactly come with the community, both the chat room and the newsletter. And then the other image that has popped up is a behind the scenes tour where you can see exactly what is going to be contained within the community. I take you through, like I said, a behind the scenes tour of everything, and that way you'll know precisely what you are getting when you join. So definitely check that stuff out if you are interested and thinking about wanting to join a community, and let me know if you have any questions.